One of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right. So that I think is creating that community. I know it's corny, but that's what they need.
So let me get this right. You need gay men in your son's friend group to teach him how to be empathetic and kind. That's Obama's former US president advice for boys being raised by single mothers. Even though the advice was primarily for single mothers raising boys, Obama did say that even if the boy has a father in his life, he also needs a bunch of men, including gay men, to help raise him.
One of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And just to think that this guy used to be the president of the most powerful country in the world. Before I tell you what I think about what he said, let me ask you men, you fathers, a question. Would you let your son have in his friend group gay men and straight men to help teach him how to be more empathetic and kind? Would you? And women, married women, would you? Would you let your son have in his friend group gay men and straight men to help teach him to be more empathetic and kind? Would you? I'll leave that to you to think about. I wouldn't. I would never allow a gay or any man in my son's friend group to so-called teach him how to be empathetic and kind. And I would never advise a single mother to bring straight men or gay men around her son and daughter. Why? Well, because that's how most children end up being sexually and physically abused, people. Yes, according to all the stats and studies, the findings show that children are more likely to be sexually and physically abused in single mother households. And do you know where the abuse comes from mostly? It's not just by the hands of the mother. It's mostly because of the men that the mother brings around the children. I can see you guys putting two and two together now and thinking, is Obama covertly telling us to put our children more at risk of being sexually and physically abused? And the answer is yes. Now, whether that is his intention or not, I don't know about that. But as a former US president, you would think he would know better. It's not a good idea to bring around people who are not part of your family, men or women in your child's life. Even family members you have to be cautious around. People who are not biological parents do not have the same biological connection to children that biological parents have. Let me tell you something, guys. Nobody will care for children more, protect children more, provide for children more, love children more than their biological parents. Do you know why? Because biological parents have a biological connection that non-biological parents don't have. Biological parents are literally a child's first line of defense against sexual and physical abuse. Not strange men and definitely not gay men. Are there exceptions to the rule? Yes, absolutely. Am I saying that every person who is not a biological parent is going to sexually and physically abuse a child? No, I'm not. There are wonderful, amazing non-biological parents who do a great job and raise amazing men and women. But that's the exception, guys, not the rule. And as you know, exceptions don't make the rule. And again, all of the statistics and studies prove this. Children who are raised by their biological parents in a two-parent household are not just less likely to be abused, but actually go on to do better in every area of life. Psychologically, economically, morally, socially, physically, you name it. You will not find a study or statistic out there that contradicts this. What about this claim that in order for a person to be more empathetic and kind to gay people, they need a gay person or a gay man in their friend group? Is this true? No, it isn't. That's absolute rubbish, bullshit. I don't have to have a dog or a cat to be kind and empathetic to dogs and cats. I don't have to have Muslim, Buddhist, and Hindu friends to be kind and empathetic to Muslims, Buddhists, and Hindus, even though I don't believe or agree with their religion. Do you know all I need to have? All I need to have is a moral belief system, an ideology like Christianity that teaches me that humans are made in the image of God, that teaches that I should love my neighbor and pray for those that persecute me, that teaches me to do good to those who hurt me. So how can I, as a Christian with these beliefs, be anything but respectful, kind, and empathetic to a person who says that they are gay, even though I know that being gay is a sin? I honestly don't like Michelle Obama's show. I find her views repulsive and degenerate. The woman is a feminist through and through. The show was basically about trying to find solutions to the problems that feminism caused. Feminism is the reason why the nuclear family has broken down and why we have a bunch of single mothers raising children. And the best solution that Barack Obama could come up with is one that puts children more at risk of being sexually and physically abused. It's truly horrific. Do you know what I'm scared of now? I'm scared that a bunch of single mothers, because they watch Michelle Obama's show, they are going to think that they should expose their children to gay men and strange men in order to help give their son a male role model. That's what I'm scared of. So what's the solution? All a son needs is his father and mother. He doesn't need 20 men in his friend group and definitely doesn't need gay men. Women should not be having sex outside of marriage because that leads to single parent households and child abuse. You don't need to have gay men as friends to be kind and empathetic. That's a lie from the pits of hell. To be empathetic, kind, and loving, all you need is Jesus Christ. That's it. That's all. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace.